Hello guys, my name is Shanit Kavishpuranwala. I'm a student of Nelson Marlborough Institute of Technology, and this video is all about shifting a local web server to cloud web server. And this shifting of the website is divided into 10 labs, and I'm going to present lab 4 for you guys. So before I move forward, this lab is already done by me, and I will help you and guide you to complete it successfully. And don't worry if you don't see the same settings or the codes, because I have already done this lab and the codes will be provided by your tutor. And if you take this lab mainly focus on SQS, which is a simple queuing service. So basically you can just send a message to the queue and read messages from the queue, and it is used to create an integrated automated workflow where multiple components or modules need to communicate with each other but can't all process the same amount of work simultaneously. In this case, Amazon SQS carry messages to be processed in an orderly fashion by the user's application running on Amazon EC2 instance. In our case, it's our web server. The Amazon EC2 instance can read the queue and process the job, and then post the result as a message to another Amazon SQS. Now let's see how you can create an SQS. Go to your Amazon and go to services. Under messaging you can see simple queue service. Click on it, and when you're on simple queue service you can see create new queue. Click on create new queue and you can give a queue name. I have given dinosaur orders, and click on standard queue and click on quick create queue. I'm not going to create a queue because I have already created, so I'm gonna click on cancel. And when your queue is created, if we have to check if the queue is working, so click on your queue and go to quick actions and send a message. And I will type hey all and I will send it. So the message has been sent, and I will close this. So the queue will refresh, and after the refresh you will see message available 1. So in order to read the message you have to click on your queue and go to queue actions and click on view delete messages. So in order to read the message you have to click on start polling, so the all the messages which are on the queue will appear here. So you can see your messages here, so that means the queue is working perfectly. So click on, you can delete your message because it's just a test trial. So click on delete and stop the polling. So now as your queue is working you have to go to your Visual Studio and click on checkout aspx.cs. Here you have to paste a code which is provided by your tutor, and here is the code you have to paste from protect void btn to response.redirect. So in here you can find in line number 69 protect void btn click. So you have to paste this code and you have to give the request.q url here. Uh, you can find the SQS URL from when you click on your queue. You will in the details tab you can find your URL. So copy this URL and paste it into your code. After you have done the after you have pasted your SQS URL, you have to paste these three codes using amazon.sqs and using amazon.sqs.model and using newtonsoft.json. So those three code lines you have to paste it under here. And newtonsoft.json, we use JSON because it is a comfortable way to pass data from your server back into your JavaScript code. So we use it as a standalone serialization mechanism, and which is a simpler and takes up less space than XML. And many libraries exist that allow you to serialize and deserialize objects in JSON for various programming languages. So you can download simply JSON plugin by simply going to project and click on Project Naked Packages. Here you can go to browse and type newton.json. Here I have already downloaded, so I don't get the install option. I am getting on the update option. So you have to download aws.session provider plus aws sdk in order to connect your aws system. So after the necessary plugins are installed, go to your web config page, and under validation settings you have to paste these three codes. And here for AWS region, you can find the region in, when you click on your queue, you can find in the URL, you can see US West .2, and that's your region. And for security key and access key, you can go to your profile. Under your profile you can find my security credentials. Click on it. A pop-up message will appear, so you can click on continue to security credentials and click on access key ID. Here I can't create any IDs because I have already created the IDs, and I can't delete them because they are already related to my application which I'm running on cloud and in local. So you can click on create new access key. A new pop-up window will appear, and in that you will get the download option to download your key. So after finishing providing your keys, you can check your queue service by running the application. So click on default ASPX and click on view in browser, and you will get a view like this. So in order to check the SQS is working, you have to log in by using your credentials. Here I will provide my credentials. Click on enter. After you have logged in, you can select any dinosaur and add to cart and click on checkout. Here you can provide a credit card number. It doesn't have to be a real number. You can provide a dummy detail. So I will provide 1234578, and the expiry date is 12.2016, and I will click on buy now. It will direct you to a different page after the payment is done. So you can see now, thank you for the payment. Click on go home. Now you can check your SQS. Go to services, click on simple queue service, and here you will see one message. Let's view that message and see if it's from the Dino store. So in order to view the message, click on view and delete messages and click on start polling messages. Now here you can see the credit card number I have given when I was ordering the dinosaur and the expiration date. So you can see the queue is working perfectly, so I don't need this message. Now I will click on delete and I will click on stop polling. We can view this queue service in our local server as well. So simply you have to go to your Visual Studio and you have to get an existing project here which is known as dynastore.order processor, and this application will be provided by your tutor. And go to solution, click on it and click on add and click on existing project, and these folders will be given by your tutor. So click on dynastore order processor and click on this application, C# application, and click on open. So I'm not going to open it because I have already opened it in my Visual Studio. And under this application, C# application, you will find program CS. Click on it, and here you have to provide your SQS link to request.queue.url and to batch request.queue URL. So you have to paste your SQS URLs in both the places I showed you. After you have given the SQS URLs, you have to go to your app config. You can find it under netdynastore.order processor, and here you have to provide your access key and your access secret key. So it's the same access key and secret key you created earlier. After you have given your access key and your secret key, you have to give the connection string link. For the connection string link, you can go to your RDS dashboard, click on instance, and click on the DB you created, and go to instance actions and click on see details. Here you can find the endpoint. Copy this endpoint and paste it in your connection string. After that, click on your net 702.dynastore.order processor, right click on it and click on set as startup project. So when you set as startup project, here you will get your project application as your main, because earlier you used to see Google Chrome, Internet Explorer, Mozilla Firefox. So after you click on set as startup project, this application will run first. So when you click on it, let's click on it, and you will see the polling queue here. So if I go and order another dinosaur from here, it will show it there. So let's check. So I added a dinosaur. Let's click on checkout. I will provide the dummy details for the credit card, 1215, and I will check on buy now. Thank you for the fulfillment. Let's go to the application in Visual Studio. Here you should see you got the queue message received. So you can check when someone has ordered a dinosaur from here, and it will go to the queue, and you can check the queue from the local server as well. So click on X to stop it, or you can close it from here. So your queue service is working. This is all about LabFoo, and thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video.